Counterpunch Boxing Talk. What up, fight fans? All right. I came across an article today, and on my other old channel, I made a lot of videos about Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. You know, the whole situation, the back and forth, what's going on with those two guys. But I just want to make a real quick, like 10-minute video today to kind of maybe like a precursor. I don't know, maybe is that what you call it? I want to make a longer video really getting into it. And I even thought about maybe like a live chat or like a Google Hangout we could throw on YouTube, something like that. Or, I could just put out a couple of videos, whatever. But, yeah, like I said, I came across a comment today, and from Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo's promoter, Golden Boy Promotion, as you well know, and it just really bothered me. But I'll read the comment in a minute. Canelo. Now I want to talk about how we got here in like 90 seconds. Okay. Canelo, 48, 1-1, has only lost to Mayweather. He had a draw back in the day. Golovkin, I believe he is like 36-0, 92, 93% knockout ratio, something like that. Like I said, I don't have any notes. Well, these notes here, I mean, you guys want to know if I do my homework? Look at this. Hang on. I mean, do you see that? This is all notes. And I'm tired of looking at them. I do like hundreds of hours of boxing research. I mean, I do my homework. I talk to the right people, so I know what's going on. But in this situation, I really don't. And that's kind of why I'm making the video today. I want to get your opinion in the comments section below, and maybe we can kind of hash it out together. So yeah, Canelo, how did we get here? Okay. Like I said, Canelo 48 1-1. He won the vacant the WBC middleweight from Miguel Cotto in November 2015. Okay, now Oscar De La Hoya came out and said, well, Canelo, he needs to acclimate to middleweight, so we're going to take a couple of fights, maybe two before we get to the Golovkin fight, and the fans accepted that. Okay, but then what do? They pull Amir Khan up from welterweight to defend the middleweight belt that Canelo just won from Cotto at a catchweight. It's confusing as hell. He won the middleweight belt, from a catchweight from Cotto, and then he defended it at another catchweight against a guy that had 3 fights at welterweight. He's a natural 140-pound fighter, Amir Khan. Very confusing. I mean, if you don't know your boxing, then that probably doesn't make any sense to you. But it's unheard of. Going back in boxing history, yeah, there's a couple of times where that's happened, or maybe something close like that. Maybe I don't know, like back in Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, maybe something like that when he jumped up to fight Hagler, but. Really, it's unheard of. So I didn't understand why Canelo was fighting a light welterweight, to defend the middleweight belt, and it was also meant to be an acclamation fight for Golovkin. Okay, so what does he do? He immediately vacates the belt. Canelo vacates the belt. He goes on to fight Liam Smith in September of this year, a couple months ago. Broke his right thumb. And in the middle of all this, we have these negotiations going on back and forth. Golden Boy Promotion offered Golovkin $10 million. He turned it down. It reminded me of when Floyd Mayweather offered Manny Pacquiao. I believe it was like a flat $20 million. And then look, the fight, that fight was like a $500 million fight. So, I mean, Pacquiao was very wise not to take that. And it's a similar situation now. But to play kind of devil's advocate for me, and I know I'm all over the map right now, but I'm trying to throw it all out there, so you guys can comment below and we can break it down later, into detail. But, Tom Loeffler, K2 Promotions, which is Gennady Golovkin's promoter, he did say that they would fight anyone from 154 to 168. but then they came back and said only Mayweather. So I don't really understand that. But then, people say, well, maybe Golovkin should jump up to 168, but he wants to stay at middleweight and unify and become the undisputed champion. He's pretty close if he can get, especially if he can get like Billy Joe Saunders or Daniel Jacobs in the ring. But anyway, forget about all that. The comment, let me read it to you real quick. Hang on. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Okay. And it's the most recent comment from Golden Boy. We've all been wondering kind of, what's going on. And by the way, I got a new mic coming. I'm going to have a monitor behind me so you guys could actually read the comment right here. I can throw it up on the board behind me. But anyway, for now, we're going to make do. Okay. This is Oscar De La Hoya, when he was asked about the Golovkin fight, and this is about 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago. Quote, Golovkin says he's not about the money. Let's make the fight for the people, for the public. The arrangements can be made, so there is no problem, but you have to make the fight. Look, the one who is running here is Golovkin. I repeat, the one who is running here is Golovkin. Maybe he doesn't know how much is being offered, so the money is there to make the fight. I don't understand that part. He says, so the money is there to make the fight. We are no longer chasing Golovkin and his team. They're playing games, that's all. Canelo will continue his career. He will fight in January or February, depending on the hand, and then go fight in May and September, and hopefully September will be the fight with Golovkin. Okay, now that was on ESPN Deportes Boxing, which is a good channel, I think. But, yeah, so Oscar De La Hoya, here he is saying, we are no longer chasing Golovkin and his team. They are playing games. We're going to continue on. We're going to move on. We have a fight coming in January, February, depending on the hand, and then May and September. You got the Mexican holiday, Cinco de Mayo, all of that. Now, a comment before that, if you go back September 30th, I believe, Oscar De La Hoya said this: I didn't want to talk about any other offers that we had made to anyone else, De La Hoya said. I know you know what I'm talking about. So, 30 days ago, I made an offer to Golovkin and his people. I made an 8-figure offer. I believe it's an offer that was 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times what he's ever made, and we haven't heard back. And that's the bottom line. Okay, so what you have there is Oscar De La Hoya. He's saying, well, we offered Golovkin $10 million, a flat fee, $10 million, and a piece of the pay-per-view buys. Okay, but that's ridiculous. I mean, $10 million. The merchandising alone on that fight will bring $10 million. Now, if you guys know anything about putting a fight together, $10 million. I mean, this is like probably the second, third, fourth, third maybe biggest fight in boxing history of all time. I mean, it will be a huge fight. I'd compare it to Pacquiao Mayweather, Rumble in the Jungle. Huge fight. Not as big as those, but like I said, third or fourth. And $10 million. I mean, like I said, the T-shirts and the gate sales will do more than that. I mean, and I've read articles. The financial boxing guys out there project that right now the fight would bring anywhere from 110 to 140, 150 million dollars. So now let's call it right in the middle. This is according to our boxing financial experts. They're claiming that the fight is worth 125 million. Okay, so you're going to give Golovkin $10 million and you're going to walk away with $115 million, $100 million. So $100 million goes to Golden Boy Promotions, and Golovkin gets 10 plus some of the pay-per-view, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15 million. 100 million, 15 million. 100 million, 15 million. I mean, it's ridiculous, and I don't understand how people continue to to buy into the BS. I really don't. And and as far as Oscar saying, right here that blah 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 blah, that's Canelo. Arrangements can be made, so there is no problem. But you have to make the fight look like, okay, the one who is running here is Golovkin. I mean, the one who is running. Canelo vacated the belt. Okay, and I mean, I get pissed off when I start thinking about it, but I don't want my the way I think about it to kind of influence what you think about it, because I really want to know. A part of me, and I said it back in the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, I said, well, you know what? Maybe Manny should just take whatever they offer and beat Mayweather, and then, he can be in a position to make the demands, So, I don't know. I think Golovkin they need to do something right now. The wait around and get paid, and the wait around for a big fight thing is not working. I mean, you got Brooke, Wade, Lemieux, Monroe, Rubio, Gil, Adama, I forget his name, and Curtis Stevens, I believe. I mean, you look at that resume. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it could be better. I mean, they need a big fight. The Brooke fight really didn't do anything for Golovkin, his brand. For Golovkin's brand, I don't think it did much anyway. And, all the doubters out there, all the haters, whatever you want to call it, they kind of use that fight as ammunition. So, I mean, he needs a big fight, and I definitely would not take the $10 million. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, $10 million, my God, they're going to spend that on freaking toilet paper. I mean, that is ridiculous. $10 million, come on. The beverages alone, the food concessions will probably hit $10 million. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, tell me what you guys, think about it. And like I said, I want to break it down. I wanted to keep the video today like 8, 9, 10 minutes. I don't know where I'm at right now. Like I said, I got a new mic coming. I have lighting coming. And when that lighting comes, to be very bright right here where you guys can see me a little bit better. I'm going to lose the hat. We have some good changes coming to the channel. But we're getting a lot of good feedback, and I appreciate the support, and everyone who just hits the like button or subscribes, or just come here and watch a video, because like I said, I'm not even monetizing the channel. I'm doing this for you guys. I really am. I enjoy doing it, but I'm here for the fans, and I'm here to kind of to have an alternative voice out there right now. Like I said in the other video, you have all these biased channels out there. They're in it for the money, or they're in it, to support their own biased feelings or whatever it may be. I'm here for the real reasons, the right reasons. So, please support the channel. I got to run, guys. Yeah, we can break this down later. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. And, read the new statement from Oscar de la Hoya, and get your guys, get you guys' reaction. So y'all have a great day. Counterpunch Boxing.